Hello, friends and soul family. Beautiful rising, good afternoon, and or lovely evening to you wherever you are, depending on the location of your rotation. Thank you for stopping by my channel. This is our Daily Chakra energy reading, and today is Thursday, April 20th of 2023. So, happy Thursday to all of you out there. Thankful Thursday, thriving Thursday, however it applies to you in your journey. Happy 420 to all of you ganja heads out there. I appreciate you. I love you. And one thing about yesterday, with it being the second new moon and it being a black moon, it was also a total solar eclipse as well. So I just happened to be awake and had seen a channel that was live streaming it because, speaking of the location of your rotation, it was visible in Australia. And so I just I happened to be up and I just happened to find like it popped up right as like the first recommendation, and I ended up, well, like when I had first clicked onto it, it was the eclipse was just starting, and I was like, oh, okay, well, if I remember, I'll come back to it. And I just like did some other things. I watched some other videos, and like right as I was done watching one of the videos, I was like, oh yeah, the eclipse is happening. Let me turn it on. So I went. That channel had popped up again, and as like, and I had turned it on, and I was like, it was like 2 minutes or something before the maybe like it was like 2 or 3 minutes before like the total eclipse was happening. And so it was like the it was showing like the moon being mostly, or the sun being mostly covered by the moon. There was just like this little sliver left, and it was so amazing to watch. And when it got to the totality where the sun was completely blocked out, and like there was um, the ring of light that you could see around it, and everything, it was so powerful. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, I know that there was a reason why I was meant to watch that, but as I was watching it, I felt just like as it happened, like there was just so much energy that like shot through me at that moment. And yeah, like, and it lasted for like a good 30 seconds where I was just like, oh my gosh, what is happening right now to me? And it was just like all of these like swirls going on within like my body, and like, yeah, it was amazing. It was kind of amazing to watch. And so, yeah. So it happened at like 11:30 Eastern Standard Time, which was 3:30 in the afternoon. Um, like this, it was like 3:30 the next day in Australia. And so, like, however, that time applies to you. But yeah. And so, like, since that, I've been feeling like, I don't know, I feel almost lightheaded, but not really lightheaded, just floaty. It's, I don't know, it's different. But I just keep getting the message that, like, I shifted in some sort of way. Like, there was a shift that happened in some sort of way. So, whether or not you watched it, you may be feeling some energies of just shifting because I mean, it, yeah, it was intense. So, yeah, that was just a story of like my night. And I'm usually like in bed by like 9. And this happened at like 11:30. Why was I up like just dilly-dallying? But again, everything happens for a reason. So, so today we have a first chakra energy, a root chakra, Mother Earth chakra, and it says card number 32. The structures of the creative force have an organizing and healing effect within me. The structures of the creative force have an organizing and healing effect within me. So I feel that that is a message as far as the energy that I was feeling definitely ah, from the eclipse, but also just the I'm feeling just like just the earth in general. Like right now, we are going through so many shifts and growth, and there's a lot of layers that are being shed, and that's the energy that we're in right now, and it's helping us to reorganize and find better structures within our lives. And so, yeah. So, anyways, let's give let's give it a go. A little read. Number 32. The structures of the creative force have an organizing and healing effect within me. Meaning, if you can convince your ego on all levels that it is not really capable of planning your life, controlling your body and your energies, and guaranteeing your holistic happiness, and instead invite the creative force to create and maintain the living order of God within you and around you, you can almost effortlessly develop your happiness in the here and now. This is the secret of the healing strength of the divine order. Natural order is not a compulsive order behind which fear is concealed. Natural order offers structures in order to fulfill important functions in an effective and individual way. Healing stone, quartz crystal, and azurite together, fragrance essence, frankincense, and the Bach flower is honeysuckle. So I want to read this first sentence again because it's a long one, it's a mouthful, and it, yeah. So if you can convince your ego on all levels that it is not really capable of planning your life, controlling your body and your energies, and guaranteeing your holistic happiness, and instead invite the creative force to create and maintain the living order of God within you and around you, you can almost effortlessly develop your happiness in the here and now. So basically, it's telling us to convince our ego, or I don't even feel like we have to convince our ego. I think that all we have to do is really just show our ego on all levels that it is not capable of planning our life, controlling our body and our energies, and guaranteeing our holistic happiness. So how can you show your ego that? Because our ego is basically the opposite of our happiness. It's the walls that we put up. It's the part of ourselves that tells us no, that we can't do that. It's the part of ourselves that tells us that we're not worthy, that we're not pretty, that we're not whatever it is, you know. So we have to show our ego that none of that is true. We have to show our ego that we are choosing love. We are choosing to see things in the light. And I don't feel like that is a convincing, more so as an overriding the negative programming that we have all had. We've all been programmed to believe our egos, and it's simply just a shift in going to the opposite. So the eclipse energies, they usually cut out what is no longer needed in order to help you get to your highest potential. And with this, I feel that what's being cut out is that ego voice. Like, this is our chance to cut out that ego voice within us and allow ourselves to step into a brighter, lighter version of ourselves. So, what part, what is it within your own personal journey that your ego is the loudest about? It could be anything, and for all of us, it's different. It could be like you feel you're not worthy of something, or it could be you feel you're not skinny enough, or cute enough, or rich enough, or uh, whatever. You don't have a good enough job, you don't have a good enough house, whatever. There's no such thing as not having something that's good enough. Every single thing that you have is perfect for you at this time. Of course, if there's something that you are wanting to create more of, you simply have to get on the vibration and realize that you deserve it. That we are all here to experience life in the most abundant way that we can, and we can do that by co-creating with spirit. And instead of working with our ego so much and saying, no, we can't do this, we should be shifting and working with our higher selves in telling us that, yes, we do deserve this. We do deserve our abundant life. We do deserve happiness. We are worthy. We are beautiful. We have the perfect body, no matter what it is at right now, whether or not you want it, it's there for you. Every single one of us has an infinite number of possible timelines to align with. And all we have to do is align with that timeline. Get on the vibration of that timeline. And it's going to take a little bit of work, but as soon as you make the thought to shift, that's when it starts. So, okay. The structures of the creative force have an organizing and healing effect within me. That is our affirmation for this Thriving Thursday. I hope that you all found something that you resonated with, and if you did, then please feel free to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below if you so choose. All of those things help this channel to reach out to a larger audience, and I would appreciate it. So thank you all so very much for being here. I love you, I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one.